Pattaya City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Is someone that I am very pleased to announce is Dr. Tongsak. I have been a patient for Dr. Tongsak and I bear the scars. He's very, very good indeed. And he's a doctor that I can say, if you go to see him, you will get an honest opinion. Just a quick story. I went to another, I'll say hospital, and my head was looked at, my scalp, and they looked it over and said, oh yes, you've got this, that and the other, and 11,000 baht and we'll sort it all out. And I sort of went, yeah, right, okay. I went to see Dr. Tongsak. Dr. Tongsak looked at it and said, He said, if it doesn't change size, if it doesn't change colour, and it doesn't itch, no problem. So how much do I owe you? Nothing. Fine, just consultation. And I left. Now that's what I call honesty. I need someone I will rely on at any time. Okay, he's going to speak today. He's from Pattaya Royal Beauty Clinic, which if anyone doesn't know where it is, it was, I don't know if it's still called it was Soy Town in Town. Is it still Soy Town in Town? Because the hotel's changed, it's no longer called Town in Town at the end. If you go in, he's on the left-hand side, right opposite the health hut. So if you go to the health hut, Dr. Tongzak's right opposite. And he's going to talk today about what happens to your skin as you age and what you can do about it. He is an experienced plastic surgeon with over 30 years of surgical experience. In addition to the clinic, he is also in practice at Bangkok Hospital, Pattaya. He received his Doctor of Medicine from Sirajat Hospital, Mahidol University in 1977 and specialist from the Thai Board of Plastic Surgery in 1993 and the Thai Board of Family Medicine in 2002. From 1979 to 1989, he was a general surgeon at the hospital at the Sattahip Naval Base. I am not even going to attempt to try and pronounce the name of the hospital. And from 1989 to 2009, he was head of surgery division at Queen Savang Vadhana Memorial Hospital in Sriracha. His present position as plastic surgeon with Pattaya Royal Beauty Clinic began in 2008. And he also works with Bangkok Pattaya Hospital in 2013. He has attended many conferences, symposiums, courses, etc. and is a member of the Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgeons of Thailand, the Society of Plastic and Reconstructive Surgeons of Thailand, and the Association of Military Surgeons of Thailand. So it's with great pleasure that I personally actually welcome Dr. Tongsak to come and talk to us today. Let's give him a good PCEC welcome. Dr. Tongsak,
yes.
Okay.
Let my son start with the basic about it, and then I will strictly to the more concentration about the treatment.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Jack, and I'm son of Dr. Tongsak. And I just giving you a brief of understanding what you can do to your aging phases. So, I would like to give you some example or just some concept about plastic surgery before. So like, okay, sorry. I want to give you example of the life that I was in with my dad, like 10 or 15 years ago. Oh no, like in the 19th century, most of the people are looking for surgeons for get younger or to look like 10 or 15 years younger. And on that time, people are just like searching for the surgeon for like accident, like you have like unequal eyes or like you have like unequal lips or something like that. That is the most job of the plastic surgeon. And then after like in the 20th century, people are looking for like for gender changing, so like they just add more like implant in the breast or in the nose. And so from this century for the 21st, people want to get beautiful every day. Like they have to get up in the morning, they want to get beautiful. Even they get surgeon job like yesterday or like last week. After they get healed, they want to get more surgeon or they want to have more surgery on that. So I have divided my dissertation into 4 categories: dynamic line, facial atrophy, skin treatment, and then gravity. So I want to begin with the dynamic line.
Can go up there
Because it has to go back and forth.
Four can do it.
Oh, okay.
Go on stage. They like to see people.
Oh, okay. So actually, for the dynamic line, it's like this is the picture of Grand Canyon. So it's like the expression, everything is affect your skin. So after for a period of time, if you're smiling or you're doing like stuff or activities by using your face or expression, so this will change the effect of like your face. So you will have more wrinkle and you will have more like your personal wrinkle. So it depends on your expression, on like you smiling or you are sad or something like that. Okay, so I just want to give you an example of what is Botox. And actually for let's say for the dynamic line, the most fit ways or the best way to fix this dynamic line is use Botox. So this Botox is kind of like paralyze your muscle to stop moving by injection. So this video will give you some brief.
Hi, I'm Jen Downs with this week's Martha Jefferson Monday segment. Our topic this week is on Botox injections, how they work, who they're for, and how they can benefit patients. We came and spoke with Dr. Elizabeth Chance to find out more. Although many people have heard of the term Botox, not everyone understands exactly how it works.
Botox is a neurotoxin, and what that means is when it's injected, it keeps the muscles from releasing a neurotransmitter that tells those muscles to move.
Dr. Chance is a plastic surgeon. She says although Botox does stop muscles from moving, if done properly, you can still convey your feelings.
So when you frown or when you raise your brows or when you smile, those things you'll still be able to do after your Botox. You just won't be moving as much.
For people considering Botox, the first thing you need to do is talk with your doctor about what you hope to accomplish.
You don't have to push anyone to do anything. We do what you want to accomplish.
For most, Botox injections don't take any longer than 5 minutes, and then the effects begin to be seen within a week. Most people start their treatments in the same place too, right near the forehead.
The first area where we see the wrinkles are what are called the 11s, which is along what's called the glabella.
Over time, additional treatments can be added as needed, all while maintaining a natural appearance. If you would like more information on this topic, please call Health Connection.
So as you can see from the video, right, the Botox is at like paralyzing system that go to your face and then stop the muscle from moving. So when you are like adding it too much, the effect will last like couple months and then it will gone. So actually, the good thing about Botox is if you like it, it will go away. If you don't like it, it will go away too. So the thing is, if you did something wrong for the Botox, if you overfilling it, you will have like the error for like couple months or at least like 6 months. So it will go away. So there's no worry on this. Okay, then we move to the second point.
Point it at the computer.
Zoom out, please.
Yeah. Sorry, I might need you.
This is a new style of presentation, so this kind of like confused. So I'm sorry for that. So this is some example of the overfilling. See, this is it just rising up too much, and it just stay there for a while, and then. Just like this. And go back to this.
But you can do that with the clicker. You can go back and forwards. Just zoom out.
Okay, and then for the second topic is facial atrophy. So I believe that everyone know what is atrophy, right? It just happens to all the part of our body, but actually the main part that we are caring about is on our face. So the facial atrophy is like the effect of the change is happen through time also, and what you eat and everything is can affect. But the good way is like but your skin is not tight enough, it becomes losing a lot, and also sorry, I have to show this picture. Sorry for this. It's okay.
Oh, this is a backwards and forwards one.
Yeah, it's really confused. So, as you can see, people when they have the change, the only part that they know is the skin. And when we're doing atrophy, right? When we're doing lifting atrophy, we use injection, and most of the time in Thailand we don't separate the injection between dermatology and then plastic surgery. So if you want to have fillers or if you want to have Botox, you must consult with plastic surgeon, and also you have to consult with the dermatologist, because this is the facial part that the injection is go through the face, so the dermatologist is the one who concerned and is the best to know, or is the best person to give you filler and Botox. And this is what is filler means.
The most popular dermal fillers used is hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a natural substance in skin that has the capacity to attract and hold vast amounts of moisture. As we age, the production of collagen in hyaluronic acid becomes slower and slower, and the lack of both said elements makes skin start to sag and become thinner. In this case, when dermal filler is injected, it acts like an inflated cushion to support facial structure and tissue that have lost volume or elasticity as part of the aging process. Monophasic particle technology enables smooth injection and natural results. It keeps our skin looking fresh and supple by drawing water to the surface of the skin. Areas commonly treated include forehead, temporal, nose, chin augmentation, tear trough, and nasolabial fold. The benefits of injecting a dermal filler is it has little downtime, which allows you to go straight back to daily routines as it's a natural and non-invasive treatment. And best of all, it provides long-lasting results. It reduces the appearance of lines and wrinkles by replenishing lost volume due to the lack of collagen and hyaluronic acid itself, leaving one to look younger and rejuvenated naturally.
Okay, so from this video you will know that the injection is made from animal and it's just they just made a part of our body and it inject inside our body. So these fillers, if you go away also, but there is some kind of fillers that will last longer than, let's say, like 3 or 6 months. That is the kind that you have to careful, because our skin is like bird nest, right? There will be a lot of holes. So when you inject something, like especially fillers, so it will stay there. And when the liquid go through, like when you put water into bird nest, it will like go everywhere, right? It's like when it becomes stiff, it cannot get out. So it will become like very big chunk inside your skin. So the surgeon has to cut some part of your skin also if you use like long-lasting fillers. So it's not safe to use long-lasting fillers. Okay. So this is the two-way of cooperation between dermatologist and plastic surgeon. So every time you need injection, you have to consult with dermatologist. Is the best way of doing facial injection. And the third category is skin treatment. So we don't have to talk much about this, because skin treatment is like you are foreigners, you are like in this country, so you earn effects of the sun more than Thai people. So the skin treatment is for dermatologists, and the best way they use it is lasers and stuff. This is the picture of laser. So if you see the first two pictures, it's really scary, right? Because they have to use burning system to your face. So if the plastic surgeon or dermatologist, they don't have enough experience, so they can burn too deep to your skin, so you will have more scars. You will have more like treatment accidental scars. So like, let's say it's not controllable for everyone. So the result depends on the people and depends on how good the doctor is. This is the skin treatment, and the last topic of today is gravity. If the gravity is, this is the most common thing that patients come to our clinic and want to do surgery. And according to my experience in the clinic with my dad, and also part of in the hospital, also I have divided facelift into 3 parts. The first one is eye lift, and the second part is upper lift, and the third part is lower lift. For the eye lift, we can divide it out also into 2 parts. Also, is upper lip, this one. As you can see from the picture, the eyes was going down, right? And for this picture is changed. So the doctor just cut part of the skin to make it look younger. So this is the procedure for first, and then another example of upper eyes. This is very common in Asia because we don't have what's that called, second level of the eyelid. So most of the Asians will come and need this procedure done. Okay, and this lower. Most of the patients from Europe, they will have this problem. Not many Asian people have this because I think our skeleton is smaller than European people, and your eyes form like in the skeleton is bigger than us. So that's why there are like many chances of having like free fat that occur on the skin. So this is one of the famous procedure that European does. And this one is she does the whole eyes, both upper and lower. So very good example. Okay, and we move on to the last point. Upper facelift and lower facelift is the most difficult part of the surgeon job. They have to, at the past, like last 5 years ago, we have the doctor have to take at least like 4 to 5 hours to make one part of your face lift. For example, like upper facelift, it take like 3 or 4 hours already. And then if you want to do lower, it will take more. So actually, this is why the cost of the facelift is high. So actually, according to my experience, I have been into many in the surgeon room, and I saw many patients with facelift, and I saw what my dad did many times. And actually, I saw the improvement of what he did. He trying to cut the time down or reduce the time of surgery to.
Doesn't change the patient too much, but it keeps the fresher look and a little bit younger look and look fresher, and it stays just like that, just like a long time, at least about 3 years. And for my experience, that this is better than to do under the thread lip or any other lip. Yes. Okay. For another pictures. This is the result. The lower part is before the operation, and the upper part is after the operation. This is the result only 5 days after the operation. You can see much different. The incision is only above at the sideline, above the ear only. Yes. Only at the sideline here, above the ear. Yes. Only that incision only. And the last photo. This photo I can show because I have the permission of the patient. This is the lower photo is before, and the upper is this patient. I do the mini facelift, just like I tell you, and then she had done the upper blepharoplasty together. This is 5 days after the operation. Yes. This presentation is I have this kind of operation, but I think that mostly it comes from my Asian patient. Mostly Thai patient doesn't want to do the operation under general anesthesia, and so I do this. And because of our Asian people, our Thai people, the skin is, we have much better than your foreign patient, that our skin is a little bit tighter. We have more melanin pigment that have resistance to the sun more than your skin, so we don't have too much wrinkle or too much facial line. So I use this kind of treatment to a Thai patient, and it worked that only around 1 hour after the operation, you have the fresher look. And so after that, I applied to my foreign patient, and it worked well. That it will give a fresher look and long enough time that she will satisfy. So, okay. I think that this is enough presentation. It takes you time a long time. Okay. If you have any other question, please. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, if you have any question, you can feel free to ask the doctor. It's okay, I'll take that.
Can we go back to that?
On your left here, please.
At one point, you said Botox would be absorbed, and then at another point, you said if you have too much stuff put in, it's got to be dug out or it builds up. So I'm confused what you're talking about there.
The Botox, it works just like a temporary muscle relaxant that normally we work only around 3, not more than 6 months. Okay. So in some of the patients that have got too much Botox injection and is overfilling, it will work around 6 months and it will fade away. So in the patient, just like that, just wait for about 6 months, it will go away by itself, just like that only.
Okay, let me add the answer. So for the Botox, it will go away, but for the fillers, if you put it too much, it will stay. So it's some kind of the filler, it will last.
About the filler that lasts longer than 1 year, it causes a problem that the body, our body try to get rid of it by do a fibrosis over the filler injection. So after, if it's longer than 1 year, normally it will have a fibrosis and then become a multiple nodule over the filler area. So have to excise down, not by.
Any more questions, please? Okay.
The $1 million question, please. If I had my upper eyes done, how much approximately would it cost?
We can do under low quantity migraine. The total price includes the medication and about at least 2 weeks follow-up is 25,000 baht only.
Any question?
Looks like that's it.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you for today.
Thank you.
Dr. Thompson. And Jack, as you did a lot with your father, would you like to come as well? This is a certificate of appreciation for your talk and your help with Jack. Thank you very much indeed. More with your other certificates. Okay, so I need to see you again. Okay.